Hey YouTube, Zukan Shinobi here with the review of the Pokemon Zukan Black and White 2012 Movie Special 1. So instead of doing two separate little half sets, for the 2012 movie they decided to do 3 full sets of Zukan. So our first set contains the Musketeer trio, Keldeo, plus a little Pikachu on a diorama, and Kyurem. So, yeah, this was released in June, Set 2 was released in July, and then Set 3 was released in August. So, each of these retails for about 200 to 300 yen a piece, and they're Japanese only, so the only way you're going to get a hold of these is to find a Japanese online retailer, or contact a middleman like OkinawamToySeller, and go ahead and get them off Yahoo Japan Auctions like I do. So let's go ahead and start with Kyurem and go ahead and go through these one by one. So our first knockout is Kyurem, the ice dragon that kind of looks like something else. Yeah, so he is the mascot for Black and White 2, all things considered. And it's a pretty nice Zukan. It's about the same size as Reshiram and Zekrom was in the previous sets. Obviously longer because that's how Zekrom works. This piece I did glue in. It is a bracer for his neck because otherwise he goes and falls forward while making a farting noise apparently. It's shaped really weird. I couldn't figure out where exactly it was supposed to fit comfortably in there, so it just kind of looks weird, but that's fine. No other movement or anything. All the other pieces were just kind of simple plugins. Wings are a little bit touchy. I did glue those in because they did keep falling out. So, yeah, mine came like this. There's some nicks right there, but mine came like that, so there really wasn't anything I could do about it. The nails are made of a clear plastic, just like the tips of the wings, so that looks really cool. And this head sculpt in general just looks really nice. Like I said all the time in these reviews, I love these Zukan figures. They're so detailed for such a cheap price that they are some just really, really awesome figures. So for those of you wondering about Black and White Kyurem, we will be seeing them in Set 2 and Set 3. So stay tuned for the reviews of those to take a look at Black and White Kyurem. Next up is Cobalion. I like Cobalion. I think he always looked really cool. He was kind of sleek, very deer-like, and just all around pretty neat. So he's stuck in this kind of weird position. Like if you look at him, it's kind of like, wow! Or something really cool, strange like that maybe. I don't know, but it's pretty funny to me. But I dig the look of it. I think they got his design spot on. All the painted details are there. It says Cobalion down there on his chest. I just really don't like his... I think he's trying to like roar or something. But it just kind of looks like he's very surprised at something that happened out of the corner of his eye. Like he's seen Pikachu or something down here. He's like, oh, frig, it's a Pikachu or something. I don't know. But overall, just a pretty nice little... display piece right here. So that is Cobalion. Take a look at Virizion next. As you can see, it's kind of in an action pose where it's like kicking. Use rear kick or something. It's also got a bit of a derp face on, but that's fine. Whatever floats your boat, Virizion. So that paw, hoof, whatever, goes in here, and then this one just kind of sticks in there as a bracer, because otherwise the figure can't stand, obviously, because one leg is dangling in the air. Kind of looks like it's trying to take a whiz. But we'll call this Zukan peeing Cobalion. Or Cobalion Virizion. Yeah, there we go. But details are nice. Like I said, the face sculpt is funny, but all the painted details are done really well, and it's really accurate to Virizion's actual game model, so... pretty nice little figure. I just don't particularly like this pose. Particularly when Cobalion and Terrakion are in kind of fairly simple poses. They put Virizion in this weird kicky pose, and it's really hard to actually see Virizion from most angles. You have to actually be looking at it from almost like at an angle like this in order to actually be able to appreciate the figure. So that's a little bit disappointing, but the pose is still kind of neat, I guess. So on to Terrakion. So here's Trackingon doing some sort of like, I think he's about to use Earthquake is what my guess would be, but yeah, he's kind of wobbly because of it. So it's supposed to be like this, not like that. So just keep that in mind. But the biggest of the three, and probably the coolest looking of the three, I like his head design. He's got a grin, like he just stole a bunch of money from Cobalion. That's probably what happened. He stole a bunch of money from Cobalion, and so he's like, ha, I stole your money, and Cavalion's like, oh no, you stole my money, or something. I don't know, I'm making stuff up now. But, very cool. It does come in two separate pieces, as you can see by the split right there. Actually, you can't. There you go, right there. But yeah, I don't mind the head sculpt. The grin's funny, but it's done pretty well. I like all the other designs on the figure as well. And it's just a all-around pretty neat little toy. So now on to Keldeo. So here is Keldeo along with a Pikachu. So Pikachu's down there waving at Keldeo, and Keldeo's like, sup, I'm a brony. So you get this little stand thing right here that goes in the water because Keldeo is doing his best Virizion impression and kicking because that's what he does, or he's splashing maybe or something. I don't know. The diorama piece is pretty neat. You do got the clear blue plastic that they use for water in a lot of these, and ice, I guess. Pikachu's on the rock. Keldeo's just kind of splashing around, doing whatever. Doing a Magikarp impression now. This blue piece on mine was really loose. It did not stay on at all, so you do have to glue along the edges there and push it down to get it to stick, because otherwise it would just kind of be a big floppy mess, and that's no good. But Keldeo's done pretty well. A little bit small, but Keldeo isn't that big. This is a 1/40th scale, just like all the other figures. So 100% in scale with each other, which is always nice. And I do enjoy me some Keldeo. I do really like it. So yeah, that's all for the set. So is this set worth it? Absolutely. Probably one of the best Zukan sets to come out recently. Just based on what you get. You get a Pikachu, so all of you Gen 1ers can appreciate the little Pikachu. You get Keldeo, which is awesome. You get the Musketeer trio to complete with Keldeo, so you get the entirety of that team, which is really cool. Plus you get Kyurem, so if you have Zekrom and Reshiram from any of the previous releases, now you have Kyurem to finish off that trio. So there's a lot of completing with this line. The other sets are cool too, and we'll take a look at those in upcoming reviews, but I think this is the best of the three, just based upon what you get. But there are a couple things in the other releases that are worthwhile too, but I think if you're going to get one set out of the three black and white 2012 movie special sets, this is probably the one to get. There isn't a bad figure in this group. So like I said, they are Japanese only, so you are going to have to go through a middleman or try to find them online. I don't actually know of any stores that directly sell them online. So you're going to have to get a hold of a middleman, get them off Yahoo Japan Auctions, or check out eBay. I know some eBay sellers have some sets of these. Sometimes you can find them reasonably priced, but don't overpay for these things, because just keep in mind they are small Gashapon figures. So you can check out ShukenShobi.com for latest updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course check out RidersRangersandRebels.com, the podcast bringing the latest tokusatsu news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one. Bye.